Welcome back to our thought for the day. It's brilliant to have you back with us. It's lovely to be able to share some thoughts and something to think about every day during our weekdays. Don't forget, this is every day at 12:30. And don't forget our live stream service, 10:30 on Sunday mornings, and everybody is welcome. If you know someone that would like to join us, regardless of where they live or whether they attend church, or even if they attend a different church and are unable to access their live stream, everybody is welcome. It's good to be together. In just a few weeks' time, I guess I'm going to be turning 42, which seems a terrible shame because I still feel about 26. But here we are, about to turn 42, and as I reflect back over my life, it strikes me that of all the words, all the things that have been said to me in the last 42 years, I remember two kinds of word, two kinds of conversation, if you like, two sort of types of comment that have been said to me over those years. The first is I remember all the negative things, the things that have really hurt my feelings or made me feel bad about myself. I still remember those things to this day. And I also remember the great words of encouragement I've received over the years. The people that have stopped to say something really lovely and kind and built my self-esteem up and made me think differently about my future and my present. And all of us carry with us, don't we, two great suitcases, one filled with negative words that hurt us and the other with positive, encouraging words that have blessed us. And the words that people speak to us as human beings can have a dramatic effect, can't they, on how we feel about ourselves, the priorities we set, the risks we take, the decisions we make, and the person we eventually become. Encouragement, as well as negativity, is really powerful in our lives. And encouragement particularly, which is what I want to think about this afternoon, is vital to our development and growth as human beings. In 1 Thessalonians 5, verse 11, Paul says to the Christians in Corinth, encourage one another and build one another up. And Paul, as he writes those group of Christians, is encouraging them to be a community, to be one, and to use the words in their mouth, in their hearts, to bless and encourage other people, to build them up so they become the people God calls them to be. And of course, he's speaking from that spiritual perspective about spurring one another on to become truly Christ-like in every way. But it reminds us, doesn't it, that actually encouragement is something that we can do in all walks of life, to all people. Be it Christian or non-Christian, neighbours, friends, even enemies, we can encourage them with our words. It reminds me actually that verse that human growth can't happen in isolation. We need the words of other people to bless us and build us up. And growth really happens when somebody else takes the time to spot a seed of grace and call that into blossom, that characteristic to bloom in you. We all need someone to encourage us. We all need someone to see the potential in us and call that into blossom in our lives. We all need to be like the little boy who said to his dad, "Dad, let's go and play darts together. I'll throw the darts and you say wonderful." And so today really essentially is a simple thought. Thinking of that verse from 1 Thessalonians 5:11, thinking of this whole point, the question is a straightforward one. As our world just gets a little bit more edgy and irritable with each other, especially as you go around the shops, as we said yesterday, what suitcase are you putting into? What suitcase are you adding content to? Are we people that add those negative, hurtful words to those suitcases people carry around, the baggage of someone else's life? Or are we filling up the suitcase of positive, encouraging words so they become and form into the person God calls them to be? Are we like the dad to that little boy that just says, wonderful? I heard a quote this week that went like this: we can't all be heroes. Some of us have to be those that sit on the side of the road and clap as they go past. Sometimes we quest for greatness, we quest for notoriety and fame. But sometimes the true heroes are those who are the ones who are clapping, encouraging other people to fulfill their potential. It's something to think about. Before I finish, I want to tell you a little joke. God decided a while back to check on the state of his world. He wanted to see whether people truly followed him, whether they loved him with their whole heart, whether they were being good and kind and following his ways. He called one of his most trusted angels and he gave the angel the mission to check and research the world to see just how godly the people were, how good they were. This angel flew down from heaven. Months and months and months of painstaking research ensued. The angel flew back to heaven despondent. God said, "What is wrong?" He said, "Lord, I've looked and looked and looked. 95% of planet Earth have no regard for your ways. They ignore everything you say and they're not godly or good at all. Only 5% love you and are worthy and are good. So God wanted to double check, so he sent another angel. Another angel came down. Months and months of painstaking research. That angel went back up to heaven and confirmed, sadly, 95% of the earth were badly behaved and only 5% were good. And so God decided that he would intervene. And he sent an email to that 5% to encourage them to be good and godly and carry on. And do you know what that email said? Me neither. I guess you didn't get one either. Encouragement makes all the difference, doesn't it? Now, I just want to say one more final thing as I finish. People have been telling me that I own a lot of shirts, but I have no idea why they think that. God bless.